Hey YouTube, it's me again. Um, Posting the video that I promised. I decided to do something different, and I'm going to show you a different part of my Slayer collection. I was going to do the 7 inches, but I decided to do something different. The post for today is my picture discs. So let's get started. Um, First up is the Show No Mercy picture disc. There you can probably see it a little bit better. Um, this came out um, uh, I believe in 1987, and it's obviously by Metal Blade. Um, I don't know too much else about it, um, but it's really cool as a collector piece. It's sealed. I haven't played it and probably won't. Um, I've got, I don't know, a bunch of copies of this album on vinyl and CD, but this was just uh, really cool to add to the collection, and it's a great cover. Um, so that's why I decided to get it. I've had it for a while, um, but it's basically just it's a collector piece. Um, and like I said, came out in 1987, as far as I know. If anybody else has any information that they'd like to share on any of these that I'm about to show, uh, feel free, because I'm sure there's somebody knows more than I do. Next up is the 2008 re-release of Show No Mercy. Um, this was actually the first copy on vinyl of this album that I had, uh, and still sealed. And again, just a it's just a collector piece because these look really cool, and you know, I think they're collectible. They've appreciated in value, at least as far as internet prices go. Uh, this one and the Haunting the Chapel were purchased for no more than 22 bucks at Hot Topic, and you can find them going for 30 to 40. Um, I've seen all four being sold, which is the first four Metal Blade releases going for like 50 bucks. So these have definitely gone up. Um, and this one's actually really cool. The vinyl looks really cool. Um, One thing that, for those of you that have this and those that have the original, they took out the side 6 and side 666 or 66 and placed it side 1 and side 2. Um, This is the original uh, Live Undead picture disc. Um, I've I've heard this. A it's actually it's a great concert of you know, the early stuff. Um, and sounds not all that great, which is to be expected with any of the Metal Blade stuff, old Slayer recordings. But there's a lot of energy, and you could definitely tell that they were giving a kick-ass performance. And to follow that up now with the re-release, I actually found this in a record store uh, for $10, and it was like, you know, I couldn't pass on it. Um, and this one, so it looks really cool. Um, with the it's like a silver and a blood splatter on both sides, and I just couldn't pass it up. And like I said, these have appreciated in their value, so um, I think it's worth it. Um, Next up is the Haunting the Chapel blood splatter. Um, same as all the other ones. That looked really cool. So and this was a gift again. This was the first copy of the album that I had. Um, and again, collector's item. Um, Next up is the Slayer Disintegration picture disc. I don't know any of the specifics about this album, or when it was released, but this is the Undisputed Attitude um, album, which is the punk covers album. That's the songs that are on it. So it probably means that it was released around 96 or 97, somewhere in the mid 90s, somewhere in there. But by whom, I don't know. There's nothing on it that gives a lot of indication. Oh, here you go. Okay, here it is. 1996 American Recordings. Okay, so there you go. And for those of you that know Slayer's catalog, there was one or two originally penned by Slayer on this album, and it's I thought it was really cool, the artwork, especially on the back side, with the with the nails through the cross, and the skull is really cool. So I couldn't pass on it. Next up is the German pressing of the Rain in Blood picture disc. This is probably my most expensive piece as As far as Slayer goes, I think I have one bootleg album that was in the neighborhood of about the exact same price. This one is really cool because it has the artwork. I passed up and decided not to get the American version because it just you know there was really no artwork and I found it kind of boring. But I was able to get a copy of this and added it to the collection, which is really cool. Um, Next up is Hello 8, or yeah, there we go. This is a bootleg um, copy. I like this one better because the artwork was a little bit more detailed. There's several of them out there. Um, there's a numbered one that's completely orange, and you've probably seen them. And then there's an official one that's just the album cover, and I like this one better. So I got this instead, and it was really cool. This one has some extra songs on it also. Um, Live recordings of Aggressive Perfector from the Combat Tour with Venom and Exodus, and Hawing the Chapel and Capture of Sin. But other than that, I don't really know too much about it. But it was really cool, and this is my favorite album. And it's one of the greatest covers, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree, but that's just for me. Um, Next up is and I'll show it to you. This is the Seasons in the Abyss uh, shaped picture disc. I was really glad to be able to find this because it's really cool. Haven't really seen too many of these. I've seen probably 2 or 3. I know right now there's one on eBay um, with like a couple days left on it. But this one was, I think, really cool and hard to find since it's an English import. But looks really cool, and it was complete. And so I decided to when I was able to find it, I decided to grab it. The last piece here is and it's going to be really hard to see, but this is the because it's white sleeve, but this is a interview picture disc. You can also find these floating around. There was one recently. Starting bid was like $1 on it. It ended a while ago, but you can still find these, and I don't really know what's on them, but it's interviews. It's kind of cool as a collector piece. Last couple of things because we're almost out of time. If there's any part of my collection that you'd like to see, live albums, bootlegs, 7 inches, anything like that, let me know. I can post it to you. And one more suggestion in my next that I'll say in my next video because I'm out of time here. All right, thanks guys.